Hello. Oh, happy day. Happy day. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Miriam. I am an intuitive. I speak with angels, guides, the universe, and I read numbers. I'm a numerologist. And today, I'm here to give a message to someone specific. It may not be the same people who have been seeing these. I don't know. But this person is the type of person who you are someone who reminds me of dolphins. I mean, I think of dolphins. And whenever I'm sending this to the person who's meant to hear these words, dolphin means something. Dolphins are mammals. They're hyper intelligent mammals. They have their own language. They have emotions and all that fun stuff, like whales too. But sea mammals. And the reason why is the dolphin is so hyper intelligent that it never shuts one half of its brain off, even whenever it sleeps, so it can kind of always be aware. And that's the download that I'm getting in that moment was you don't ever turn off like one half of your brain. You're literally someone who sleeps with one eye open. And not necessarily for an enemy or a predator, but maybe that also like for the other shoe to drop. You're always preparing for the worst and like semi hoping for the best, but mostly preparing for the worst. And this is something that's been recently changing in you. That you're realizing that you had been living in a life of fear. And rightfully so, because you've been through it. The dolphin didn't like have that adaptation in mind and like evolutionary mind for no reason. It was because stuff happened to dolphins. And the ones who survived were the ones that could keep half of their brain on. Now, I don't know when the dolphin happened. That's underwater. I'm not under there. I don't live there. But there was a reason you evolved in the way that you did. And not necessarily because of the bad things that happened to you. It was the ability for your body and your mind that you already had within you to be able to then adapt. Because the same people could have been through the same exact things and they would have responded differently. Their mind would have found different solutions. But because of who you were already, the solutions that you found were things that were the tools that were within yourself. The mystery master tool was in you all along. And even though things had happened to you, and sometimes, we kind of get caught in that belief of if all these things didn't happen, then I'd be a different person. If all these things didn't happen, then, this, and this. And it's true. Certain things that would happen meant that you wouldn't have had like the same amount of anxieties or stresses or whatever. And that anxiety also comes with like hypervigilance. And so that anxiety and hypervigilance, sometimes you don't get to have the hypervigilance tool without the anxiety tool from the beginning. And then eventually, once you realize that one part of that tool is semi-toxic, like you're holding a hammer and for some reason the handle is a bunch of nails and they're rusty, maybe we should just get either like a hammer with a better handle. Maybe we could use another hammer to hammer those nails out. Something, because right now there are some things that are making your mystery mouse tool a little less effective because you're not trusting it. Or you weren't trusting it. 444 as I say this. So when I see 444, it's always about divine protection and all that. People are always talking about divine protection. 444 is also work hard, play hard. You are somebody who puts in the work all the time to the point of your detriment. And I think I say this before, like, if you're working your muscles all day and then you never take a break, you will eventually not be able to lift anything. For one, your muscles will be shredded, you'll be so weak, you'll be a blob on the ground, so you'll be forced to rest. But the best way to allow these things that you've put into place to work is for you to rest. And it is so hard for you to rest, you specifically, because you have a lot of responsibility. You know that there is a lot to be done, and you know that there is so much that you can do. And because you know that, it kind of feels like you feel a little antsy, like, I have to get this done. You have everything you need. You're already doing what you need to do. Like, you've already turned on the water faucet. The water's gonna start. It's on the way out, and it happens in an instant for the water. But it's still got to push through the tubes and all that, and get on the way in there and come on out. So then you can fill your cup. What? I don't know why. Are you a plumber? You might be a plumber, honestly, because I am getting a lot of water energy from you. And again, you might have a water sign. You might have something in your chart that's water related, or you just might resonate with water. And so that being said, since you're a dolphin who has the ability, I'm not gonna say who can't turn off their mind, but has the ability to keep one mind conscious while the other one is unconscious, then perhaps water is something that you may be missing at this point. It's getting cold now. It is cold now. It is December 4th as I am recording this, so it's a little bit harder to like go out into a lake or a pool, and some people don't have a bathtub to play around in. But you could always speak to your water before you drink it. Say kind things to your water. Remind yourself that you're allowed to have a moment to drink water. You know, it doesn't have to be work all the time, because you do have to like go use the restroom and eat and drink. And technically you can still work while doing those things. Little two-brain dolphin over here. And also, unless you are currently in a space where you are still around predators and you aren't safe, and I ask you to look around and remember your current situation is most likely a lot safer than it used to be whenever you were young. And people may have taken advantage or not been able to hold their temper or whatever around you as a child, and you were just an innocent person. There was no reason for you to be the subject of that matter. And now you're here. You've grown so much, you've been through so much, and when you look around your environment, you can logically say that you are in a safer space. You know, as long as nobody's hitting you, attacking you mentally, emotionally. Sometimes the safest place is the bathroom, because that's the one place you're allowed to go and lock the door and be alone. And if you are still in a space where you do not feel safe because of the people who are around you, this is a sign that you are so close to the end of that. And whatever lessons you glean from it, you will utilize them to not only heal yourself, but to then pass out the seeds for whatever plant you plant once it reaches maturity, so other people could plant it too. I hear why was I chosen? I hear why was I chosen? Why is this happening to me? And I hear that you've been asking yourself another question, which is, why not me? So that's that's it. That was the end of the stream of consciousness, I guess. Sending love, much love. I'm going to probably go back to sleep or something. I'm still in my night shirt, so maybe take a little nap after the day goes. I woke up early, didn't sleep well last night because there's been kind of like an up and down. I would sleep and then have these, and then sleep and then wake up and then sleep and wake up. And now that I've said it, I just feel so awake. I was told myself I was gonna film this and then take a nap, and now I'm up. So that's okay. That just reminds me that I'm supposed to be doing this, and the person who's meant to hear this will hear this. So if this was you, let me know. Tell me in the comments. Other than that, in the meantime, keep a lookout for the numbers and stay synchronized.